long, because soon after his father had gone to prison for good, he would allegedly send a barely teenage HoneyKomb Brazy on a dangerous mission that would almost end up destroying his life and the life of his cousin too.
But like I would stay on my mama though. I stay with my Aunt Tony, you know. But that shooting my Aunt Nisha house sometime, but I end up shooting her son. That was my cousin, so they all type of shit going on.
Whoa, wait. You shot your cousin?
Yeah, yeah.
Like on accident?
Nah, like on purpose.
After catching serious charges, still from behind bars, HoneyKomb would allegedly keep doing business in the streets.
No, like on purpose?
That would be run on a street level by his closest confidants. One of them being Brazy's cousin, whose mother's house HoneyKomb Jr. was sometimes living in. Unfortunately, Big HoneyKomb would eventually notice that some money had come up missing, leading him to believe that someone within his operation must have been stealing from the pot, with HoneyKomb's suspicions falling on his nephew, Brazy's cousin.
Was it like a family, or like was it an argument? Like, can you take us through that situation?
Nah, that was like him and my dad, some shit with him and my dad, you know. He had got down, some money came up missing. I'm just gonna say that. Some money came up missing there with my dad. You know, he was locked up. You know, they gave him life and shit, so I was tripping already. When he rent that to me, you know, I had with the whoop.
Big HoneyKomb seemingly wanted his 13-year-old son, HoneyKomb Jr., to go and handle this dispute over the drug debt with his own cousin, who he was at least sometimes living with. That cousin and Brazy's aunt lived in Plateau, another one of the older Africatown communities located across an interstate that runs through them. And so, on the instruction of his father HoneyKomb, a 13-year-old HoneyKomb Brazy and his friends from the Happy Hills would make their way to Plateau, where he would end up confronting his cousin, shooting him, leaving him seriously injured and ultimately paralyzed.
I was like 13 years old. Like, Pop been gone there since I was like 12 for real when he left. But I was 13 years old when I took the hit for him. And you know the streets know about that I ended up paralyzing my cousin. About that right there. You know, paralyzed my own cousin. Took a hit from my pop. 13 years old, I took a hit from my pops, man. On deck, on blood, man. That's how I ended up going to prison when I was 15 years old. Y'all want to know the story? Wait till my dad to get on here and tell y'all. That's how I went to prison when I was 15 years old, man. I took a hit from my pops, man.
That's
blood.
crazy,
took
bro.
a hit from my dad.
Why you do that?
Y'all never did no shit like that. You 13 years old, your daddy hit you up here in jail. Man, they trying to give me life, man. They trying to give me life. They whoop. Get a rent off, whoop. He wet. Man, for real, man, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. You know, man, little one, man. I'm 13 years old. Then I go spin. Like the way.
After shooting his cousin, Brazy obviously couldn't just return back home to either his grandparents or auntie's cribs. And to make matters even worse, the family from his dad's side were now furious with him, with his own grandmother hoping for his death.
Yeah, my grandma, man. My grandma told me on dead. Then my dad and mama. I'm like, what up? I hit them when they blow my phone. I'm like, what's up, Granny? You gonna die with them. You gonna die with them. My grandma telling me, oh, blood, you gonna die with them, man. Cause I had some happy hair with me when I did it, you feel me? But like, they ain't shooting nothing like that. They ain't have no gun. But they was there right there when that happened. You know, my cousin from Plateau, I'm from Happy Hill. That's right across the street from each other, you know? So we did it. We shot back to Happy Hill. When I did this, you know, I did it in front of everybody, though. You know, Pop said run it. So, you know, you guys do it. You know, just do it. You know, it's done. You know, I really does it.
So, with the police and his own family after him, HoneyKomb Brazy would have to lay low, and at only age 13, he went on the run, actually managing to stay hidden for several months, until he was eventually found and charged at just age 14, leading to a 3-year sentence at the Strickland Youth Center.
Now, I get locked up when I'm 14. I went on the run. They caught me when I was like 14. I got out when I was goddamn turning 17. I was like 16 when I got out. Then I was turning 17.
However, Brazy, many years on from this incident, would actually show remorse for his actions, later revealing that he doesn't have anything against his cousin and that he would have handled things completely differently today.
I was young then, though. Like, right now, I don't know if I still do that again. Because I still fuck with Buzz. It was just a misunderstanding, but, you know, I would have thought better about it, but I was young. Then my dad was telling me to run it. So, you know, dad is telling me to run it. You know, finna run it. You know how that go. So I read that bit, though.
and Brazy's also talked about this incident in his music. For example, in the song Gucci Flow, Brazy mentions taking a hit for his dad and paralyzing his own blood, as well as claiming that he was actually charged as an adult, although he was only 15 years old at the time of the sentencing. Brazy would also mention the incident in his first and biggest hit song, Freestyle, where he mentions his grandma being in tears due to his actions, as well as people calling his phone and telling him what he did was wrong. Thankfully, his cousin has now made a full recovery and can even walk again, and Brazy has apparently even rekindled his relationship with his cousin, explaining how he used to look up to him when he was younger and how his dad treated the cousin like he was his son and HoneyKomb Jr. like he was the nephew.
Well, nah, he back now though. He back walking. He's straight. We straight now though. You know, we cool.
Okay, so you shoot your cousin. He gets paralyzed. What is your relationship like afterwards?
He came. I ain't gonna. I f with him. He, you know, we straight. We straight. You know, cause I used to look up to him when I was young. You feel me? Like I used to look up to him. Like my daddy pick him on type. You know. He was like, my daddy treated him like that was his son, you know, and I was like the nephew for real.
Before reaching the age of 17, HoneyKomb Brazy had already experienced a long bit in jail and several years on probation, and at this point he was clearly desensitized to violence and completely unafraid of prison, with this setting a dangerous precedent in his life for the years that followed. And after returning home to the Happy Hills neighborhood with his grandparents Tony and Sheila Lewis, Brazy would continue his reckless lifestyle, catching yet another very serious case soon after this.